Hey, plant lovers! Welcome back to the Succulents for Beginners podcast, where we keep your plants perky, plump, and panic-free. I'm Ed, your succulent sidekick, and this is episode 2 in our Watering Issues series. Last time, we talked about the silent killer, overwatering and the dreaded root rot. If you missed that, go back and give it a listen, because today we're doing the opposite. Today's topic is underwatering and shriveling leaves, aka oops, I forgot to water for a month syndrome. Let's dive in. A plant that looks tough until it's not. Here's the thing. Succulents have a reputation. People think they're bulletproof, that you can just water them once every 2 years and they'll be fine. Well, not exactly. Sure, they tolerate drought, but that doesn't mean they enjoy being parched, crispy, and forgotten in the corner like a housewarming gift from 2015. There's a fine line between drought-tolerant and dehydration. And if you've ever touched a succulent that felt like a piece of old paper or looked like it had been sucked dry by a vampire, you've likely seen underwatering in action. Let me share something with you. Back when I was just learning about succulents, I used to be so scared of overwatering, I ended up going too far the other way. One time, I had a beautiful graptopetalum, super plump and pink. I thought, you'll be fine without water, you're a desert warrior. So I left it for about 6 weeks. By the time I checked in, the leaves were shriveled, paper thin, and folding in on themselves like origami. It looked like it had aged 300 years in 30 days. That's when I realized, even the toughest looking plants need some attention. Signs of underwatering. So let's break it down. What does underwatering really look like? Here are some telltale signs. Leaves become wrinkled, shriveled, or curled inward. The plant feels lightweight when you pick it up. Older leaves at the bottom become crispy and fall off. The soil is bone dry, not just on top, but deep down. Color fades, and sometimes the plant just stalls in growth. A good rule of thumb: if it looks more like a raisin than a succulent, it's thirsty. When a succulent doesn't get water, it begins pulling moisture from its own leaves to survive. It's kind of like a backup water tank. The plant dips into its reserves, but once that storage runs out, the leaves begin to shrink, wilt, and the plant stalls. It's conserving energy, stopping new growth, trying to survive, not thrive. Wrinkled leaves, bottom leaves dropping, etc. But the texture tells the truth. Underwatered equals dry and crisp. Overwatered equals mushy and soft. Touch matters. Underwatering is easier to fix than overwatering. In most cases, your plant is not dead, just dramatically dehydrated. Here's how to bring it back. Water deeply. Don't just sprinkle a few drops, give it a thorough soak until water drains from the bottom. Let it absorb. Wait for the soil to dry out completely before watering again. This isn't a rescue mission every day. Just one good drink can reset the plant. Check your soil mix. If it's too fast draining, like pure pumice, you might need to water more often. If it's too compacted, water might not be reaching the roots at all. Observe your plant's bounce back. Healthy succulents will plump up within a few days after watering. It's like watching a sponge go from dry to juicy. Very satisfying. When and how often to water? Let's bust a myth here. There is no universal schedule for watering succulents. It depends on the climate you live in, the season, plants drink more in summer, less in winter, the type of soil you use, whether your plant is indoors or outdoors, and even the pot material. Terracotta dries faster than plastic. So instead of a fixed schedule, use the soil dry test. Stick your finger an inch or two deep. If it's dry all the way down, water. If it's still moist, wait a few more days. It's not about routines. It's about reading the signals. Funny comment I got once. Someone commented on one of our YouTube shorts, "Ed, I didn't water my cactus for 3 months. Is that okay?" I replied, "Haha, actually that's a bit too long without water, unless your cactus are living outdoors and catching rain like pros, de verriers." Remember, neglect with a smile is still neglect. let's not vanish on our plants, okay? Let's chat. Have you ever underwatered a succulent and watched it wrinkle into a little raisin? Did you revive it? Or was it too far gone? Drop your experience under our latest video on youtube.com/@succulentsforbeginners. I read all your comments and love sharing real stories in future episodes. Need some help choosing the right soil, moisture meter, or potting trays? You can find all my favorite tools and supplies at amazon.com/shop/succulentsforbeginners. And if you want to wear your plant love loud and proud, we've got fun cactus shirts, mugs, and hoodies now live at succulentsforbeginners.myspreadshop.com. Every purchase supports the channel and makes you look 10% more succulent smart. Coming up next, in episode 3 of Watering Issues, we're tackling a hot one: watering in summer versus winter. Do succulents go dormant? Should you water less in the cold? What changes in the heat? I'll explain everything, with examples and care strategies that actually work. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss it. That's it for today, Plant Fam. I'm Ed. Keep those roots dry, leaves plump, and your plant shelf drama-free. Catch you in the next episode.